Y'all already know what's going on. Don't worry. So today, guys, I'm going to be talking about the time I was talking to a CFL player, y'all. Your girl Kim was talking to a CFL player. So, I'm not gonna say much before the video, so let's just get into it. And yeah, so starting the video. When was this? So there was a day, this was a couple weeks ago. Honestly, this was really recent. So this was a couple weeks ago. I was working. If y'all don't know, I work at Sport Check. Yeah, so one day I was working. I remember specifically it was a 5 to 10 day, and one of my friends, Jamima, I love you, girl. One of my friends, Jamima, decided to come and visit me at work. She brought me like a banana nut loaf from Starbucks. I love it. It's amazing. Because I was feeling really down that day. I don't remember what happened. I think I probably failed something. So she comes through. She gives me the loaf. We're talking, whatnot, and she ends up leaving around like. So I started at 5. I started at 5, finished at 10, and I guess she had left around like she had come around. I don't even know what time. Maybe around 7. She stayed, I don't know, not for too long, whatnot. So she ended up leaving, and then so my store has 2 levels. So there's an upstairs and a downstairs, and that day, like there's 2 cashiers obviously closing, and I was the one upstairs. Basically, that day I was not even looking cute. Like, you know how some days you just think like, wow, why was this nigga even talking to me? Because I was not looking cute as I usually do. Trust me, if you got me on my good day, that wasn't even one of my good days. Backtrack. So I'm just walking around like, hey guys, welcome to Sport Check, how may I help you? So yeah, basically these 2 guys come in. There's a beautiful tall ass guy. He's like 6'4". If y'all didn't know, I'm like 5'10", 5'11", so clearly he's a couple inches taller than me. He's a nice caramel brown skinned man. He had nice teeth. I remember he was wearing a little cap. Ugh. He was wearing a nice little jacket, and it was him and some other guy. He looked older, the other guy he was with. Let's give them names. So the older guy, let's call him Darian. Yeah, so let's just say Darian's like, he looks at my name tag and he was like, oh, so what's your name? And I was like, he was like, oh, Kimberly. And I was like, yep, that's the name. And let's call the fine one Trey was there too. And then so Dorian was like, did I say Darian? Darian. Darian was like, so Kim, like, can you help us out with winter jackets? And I'm like, I'm a cashier for a reason. I don't like being asked shit because I don't know anything. This is why I specifically applied to cash, because I know money. I don't know clothing. I don't know footwear. This is why I'm a cashier. The other guy, like Trey, was kind of cute, so I was like, sure, I'll help you guys out with jackets. So they're going through jackets, like giving me options, like, oh, does this look good? Does this look good? And they started doing like small talk. Like Darian started asking me like how old I am. This guy thought I was 21. I'm 18. He was like, what? You playing? Like, you're 21. And I'm like, nope. September 1st, 1999, I'm 18. And he was like, oh wow, you look old. And I'm like, no, you lucky I'm legal though. You know, they're basically making small talk, talking about like if I got a man. This is where shit starts getting a little bit, you know. So they're talking about like their hobbies, whatnot. Like then Darian starts talking about Trey, about what he does. He plays football. You know, when he was in high school, he did track. He was the fastest guy in his team or something like that in the city. I don't remember. Kind of impressed. I was like, you fine as fuck and you're athletic. Like, whoa, okay. And he had a nice smile. Like, you can tell it was genuine. And so he basically they start asking about like, you know, relationships, what I want to do, whatnot. And I'm like, you know, I'm in school. I don't have time for niggas. Like, I didn't have time for myself. I don't have time for myself. So how am I supposed to have time to, you know, be with somebody? And then they were like, oh, why is that? Like, why not? And I was like, I already told you why. Like, even if I try to talk to someone, they waste my time. So I was like, I'm done. I'm done wasting my time with people. Like, I try to give them my time and they don't want it. So I was like, I'm done with that. And then Trey was like, well, not all, you know, not all niggas do that. We're not all like that. And I was like, well, so far, y'all be letting me down. Basically, this is like nearing the end of when they were leaving. Then that's when Trey comes in and he was like, oh, so like, when are you free? And I was like, free for what? And he was like, free so that I can take you out this week. I was like, me? You know, I was trying to act slick. I was trying to act like I don't really care, my nigga. But dead ass in my head, I was like, whoa, he's dead ass casting me out at work. So then, you know, I was trying to act like chill. I was like, you know, I guess I'm free, sort of. I mean, I have some exams to do, have some assignments to get done, but like, you know, maybe I'll let you know. Yeah, so that's when I ended up figuring out that he was a Calgary, what's it called? Stampeder. Is that the football team? Is that the team? I don't remember. I think he was a Calgary Stampeders. Do I want to say his full name? I got his number. He was like, because when I was working that weekend, it was the Grey Cup. It was some type of cup. It was some type of cup football with, I don't know, sports. So yeah, he was there for the weekend, I guess, for the week. And then he was leaving on that Monday, like after the game. Yeah, I got his number. I texted him for like max 2 days. I don't even know why I'm doing the story because we didn't really talk about nothing. But let me tell y'all, like, he was real quick. Like, so I ended up texting him when I got home, like, hey, what's up? It's Kim. And then he was like, hey, babe. And I was like, babe? Babe, I don't even know you, fam. So, yeah, I'm gonna put like screenshots. I have the messages still because I knew I was gonna do a story time about it, so I didn't delete them. Long story short, this nigga stopped texting me back. I mean, I understand. This nigga's 30. You're going, I feel like this sounds really bad, you know, because he's like in the spotlight. Yeah, I might need his name out. I'm not trying to get in trouble. Whatever. So yeah, it was cute. Basically, long story short, too, this nigga, he lost. The other team beat him in the cup final playoff, whatever it was. So they're probably salty as fuck, didn't want to reply back. But to be honest, he probably does that every time he goes to a new city, goes to a mall, you know, gets a girl's number, texts her while he's there just for pussy, and then he leaves. So that is the story of when I talked to a CFL player. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to click the like button, subscribe, comment down below what you guys want me to do next, and I will see y'all in my next video.